welcome, y'all.
Hey, Granny Kyrstin.
Hey, how you doing?
I love it when you do the granny welcome.
I know. The beautiful granny welcome. I wish I could do my voice longer like that. That's all I got.
Do you do that voice with your kids? And
Sometimes.
They laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Not very often?
No. Like if I'm feeling happy that day. Most of the time it is very stern. And y'all need to get y'all shit together.
And you're not like trying to joke around with them about shit.
There's no joking. This is not a laughing matter.
No. That's how I was when my kids were little.
Yeah.
I was not fun mom.
Like,
no.
I'll be fun mom if y'all want to be fun kids. But y'all want to be crazy, I'm going to be crazy. Match my energy.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
Energy. I love that. Anything new with you?
Nothing new.
What are you drinking?
I am Dark Horse tonight.
Dark Horse.
It's the golden edition.
It's a red?
Mm-hmm. Cabernet Sauvignon.
Sauvignon? All right. I'm drinking Crown.
The pure stuff.
The just over ice. With or without a mosquito in the glass, it seems. All right. So are you ready for a story?
I am ready.
We are going to 1994.
All right.
That is almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That's hard.
No.
Yeah?
1994 is more.
94?
Because I'm 91.
94 to 04 to 14 to 24. That's almost 30 years, right?
It's over 30.
Is it?
Is it almost?
In 2024, which we are... By the way, happy Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
This is coming out right before Christmas.
You know, I'm sitting here adding my math backwards. Like 94 was before that. 94 was before 91. That's just me being stupid.
Okay, so
yeah.
Almost 30.
Yeah, probably.
So what happened in 94? Do you know?
I was 3.
You have no idea. Trending foods were Hot Pockets?
Nope.
Lunchables?
Nope.
You might have got those when you were 3.
Didn't have shit.
And beefaroni?
Nope.
None of those.
That was the rich kid stuff.
Oh, damn. Mm-hmm. You got the Great Value, no?
We got
sandwiches?
Yeah. Peanut butter. No jelly.
Gotcha. All right. Also in 1994, Friends.
Really?
Yep. The TV show Friends. Yeah.
I love Friends so much.
And then finally, the Netscape browser was launched and computer cookies first appeared.
Fuck them cookies.
In 1994. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
But you know what else? When I was reading about 1994, think about it. We didn't text message. We didn't have... I mean, you could have a cell phone then, but it didn't do anything but make calls.
That's all you could do.
It didn't wake you up in the morning. It didn't...
You still had that standard black alarm clock with the digital numbers on it.
I still have one of those.
Those are considered vintage now.
Well, I could sell it for no money, probably.
Yeah, probably nothing. Did you?
Jordan is here camera switching, by the way, and he just said he got his... off eBay.
Mm-hmm. They're vintage now.
I literally know. I think, do you have the kind, Jordan, where the numbers roll?
I did. I had a flip clock from the 70s.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
My mom and dad, he said, yeah, he had one. Okay. We are going to Lake Orion, Michigan.
Okay.
December 24th, 1988.
Perfect.
This is where we're starting in 1988.
88. All right.
Yeah. Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Boyd. Excuse me.
That mosquito.
I know.
It got you.
Kevin Boyd is decorating the tree with his 11-year-old son, Kevin Jr.
Okay.
So we're going to have to keep Kevin Sr. and
a
Kevin
JR.
and Jr. separate during this whole story. Kevin's wife, Lynn, walked into the room and blurted out that she wanted a divorce. Christmas Eve.
Well,
you couldn't wait like 2 more days.
Yeah.
Come on. And also did it in front of her son.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said
That's sad.
She told Kevin Sr. the marriage was over and she was in love with someone else.
That someone else probably had a Christmas present waiting on her.
Well, that someone else was named Julie. So she was divorcing her husband to go be with her female lover.
Companion.
Yes.
Wow.
Julie Green was her name. Yeah. And she said all of that right in front of Kevin Jr.
How, 11?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I feel like you should have maybe had that private conversation.
Or you should have just suck it up for the next 2 days and get
freaking
out.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. But you never know what goes on.
But it's not like you didn't know.
But you never know what goes on behind closed doors, right?
And you just picked.
Well, she did. That was shitty timing, I think. Well, Lynn and Kevin Boyd always seemed like an unusual match. Lynn was quiet and a homebody.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin was outgoing and the life of the party. They got married in 1976, and 1 year later, they welcomed Kevin Jr.
So it's not like it was a fresh marriage.
Mm-mm.
It's been a while.
Yeah. What is that, 12 years?
Mm-hmm. Don't ask me for math.
No, got you. So, Kevin Sr. was excited when Lynn got pregnant because he wanted a bunch of kids. He was excited to have kids. And Lynn came from a well-to-do family, so Kevin wanted to make sure he worked hard and provided her with the life that she was accustomed
that she already had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin owned a party supply rental business. Like, they did the big tents and tables and you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I'm thinking about it back then, how unpopular it probably was.
I don't know. But
you think?
He made a great living, but he worked his butt off.
Yeah.
He worked 24/7. And while he's working so much, Lynn is at home.
Canoodling.
Taking care of the baby. Well, in the beginning, she wasn't canoodling. But she was spiraling into a deep depression. Mm-hmm. She wanted to like sing in a band, and that didn't work out for her. So that didn't make things.
That sucks.
Yeah, she was just stuck at home taking care of her baby. So in 1990, so this is a couple years after she told him, the divorce was finally done, over with. Kevin gave Lynn everything she wanted, like the house.
Seems like Kevin's a good guy.
He got an apartment. He gave her alimony. Yeah. But
do we know if she had a job at that point?
I do not know that. I don't think she had a job.
Man, at 11 years old, your ass is staying home. I'm going to get a job.
Well, here's the thing. Kevin Sr. didn't really like the environment.
Like the work environment?
No, he didn't really like his ex-wife's living environment. He didn't think it was a good influence on his child or whatever.
Oh.
So he fought for custody.
Oh, talking about them being gay and all
yes,
that? Yeah,
exactly. So he got custody of Kevin Jr.
Okay.
And he was still paying her alimony too.
Which, that's probably how it went back then.
I mean, 1990, it was still pretty old school back then.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kevin Sr. has custody of Kevin Jr. He visits his mom often, and you know they try to co-parent and things like that. As a teenager, Kevin Jr. started working at the party rental business, which that makes sense,
right?
Kevin Sr. was proud of his son and bought him a car.
Aww.
And Kevin Sr. started dating again and got a new girlfriend.
Damn.
Judy Kaminsky.
Judy.
The
other one's Julie.
Yeah.
Weird.
The girlfriend of Lynn is Julie. This is Judy. Judy was always smiling. She was outgoing. She had a bubbly personality. She seems to me like maybe more of a fit for him.
Yeah.
They like to do things.
Like out and about together.
Happy-go-lucky.
Thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some people even said she was like too good to be true. Like that kind of just always, you know, rainbows
perfect
and
match.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Some people get to live like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. So 1994. So this is 4 years after the divorce. Kevin Sr., it looks like he's getting his life, you know, back on track. It's a typical morning in August, summertime of 1994. Except Kevin Sr. didn't show up for work. Remember, this is his company.
Yeah, you can't just not show up for work when you're running the bitch.
Well, he's always at work.
Right.
He's never late for work.
Right.
So Kevin Jr. gets there, and he's 16 years old at this point.
I was just about to ask you that.
And he goes around, hey, does anybody know where my dad is? I haven't seen him. I haven't talked to him. Okay, so everybody's like, no, and they're all really concerned.
And it's summer, so the boy got time to look.
Well, he's also out of school. You know, he's not... He wasn't with his dad. I'll get to that part, but he wasn't with his dad the night before. So Kevin Jr. leaves, goes to his dad's apartment, and he finds a horrific scene. Ugh. Kevin Sr.'s lying on the floor, face down, next to like a recliner chair with a pillow over his head. There was blood spatter all over the floor, the wall, the chair.
Wow.
It was gruesome. So 911 was called.
16. He's 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
911 was called and the police rushed to the scene. Mm-hmm. Kevin Sr. had been stabbed over 20 times.
Holy shit.
He also had severe blunt force trauma wounds to his head. So
somebody was in it for the kill.
Like a crime of passion. Mm-hmm. It was, yeah. But the police also think that maybe it was two people. Because there's like stab wounds and blunt force trauma to the head. They also thought that maybe Kevin had been sleeping in the chair when he was attacked.
Okay.
Like, you know, somebody just came.
That sounds about usual.
Yeah. So the apartment was tossed and there was some things missing, but there was no signs of forced entry. So from that, they think that he knew his attacker or attackers.
Yeah. I mean, that to me, that would make sense. It sounds like something like that. If you
just let him in, you know.
Yeah.
It looked like a rage killing to the police.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. So the news of the well-known businessman's death went through town fast. It's a small little town. He didn't have any enemies. Everybody liked him. Family and friends had no idea who could have done this to him. So the police needed to look at everyone. Who do they start with? You know. Mm-hmm. Judy, the girlfriend, the person that's closest, right?
Little Miss Perfect.
Right. Well, upon investigation, the detectives find out she's more than just a girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
She's also a partner in the business.
Oh.
No one...
Plot twist.
Yeah. And nobody really knew much about Judy, like where she came from, how Kevin and Judy met.
He put her in a mixing pot and brewed her ass up in his garage.
Well, all of a sudden, she was there, poof, and then she's helping him run the business, and she's got a stake in it.
Damn.
Okay.
That's frustrating.
Get this. 2 hours before Kevin's body was discovered, the detectives found out that Judy left town with her 13-year-old son.
So she had a kid too.
Yeah, she had a kid too. Sus, right?
Super sus.
The police are like, no, this isn't right.
Where is your baby daddy?
Where's Judy? Why did you leave? Well, Judy came back the next day and the police want to talk to her. And she's like, cool, I'll talk to you.
Absolutely.
Come on in for questioning.
Yeah, you want some coffee?
Well, the police found out that there was a couple of life insurance policies on Kevin Sr.
Ooh.
And Judy was the beneficiary.
Yeah, I bet she was.
But she insisted that they bought the policies in case something happened so that they would have money to keep the business running if something happened to either one of them. I got the impression there were policies on her as well.
I get that. Look, I'm all for the life insurance policy because I've experienced a few of those freak accidents, and it helps.
Well, especially when you have like when the owner owns a business, you need to have that type of insurance.
That way it
can
at least
keep going.
Yeah.
You have some capital to keep the business going. So Judy, I mean, she admitted, I own part of the business. Yeah, I'm the beneficiary on the life insurance, but
they're girlfriend and boyfriend. So that to me is weird.
That they're working together too?
No, that she's on his because they're only girlfriend and boyfriend. Like that's.
She says the whole point was for the company. Okay. All right. She's like, if you want to look at somebody, you need to look at Kevin Jr. because now he owns the majority of the business. Now that his dad, she's throwing the 16-year-old under the bus.
Dumb bitch.
So they're like, hey, how do you feel about taking a polygraph test? Mm-hmm. And she's like, I'll do it. And she passed with
I bet she
flying colors. Okay. So she's kind of off the list.
She's just kind of put off to the side for now.
So next, the detectives look at Kevin Jr.
Shame on her for fucking throwing him out like that.
He lived with his dad, but remember I told you he wasn't home when his dad was murdered. And because he's a minor, the mom, Lynn, had to give permission
to question.
Yeah, and she did. And he's like, I was at my girlfriend Andrea's house the night of the murder. We were hanging out, and she lives like 20 miles away, so I stayed there. And I'm thinking, who lets their 16-year-old stay at their girlfriend's?
Look, some people do. Some people are here for it.
Well,
honestly.
So Kevin Jr. wasn't, he fought with his dad, but I mean, that's not.
What kids do not fight with their
especially
parents.
16-year-old. But he also had some discipline problems in school and things like that. So he wasn't the perfect child by any means.
Right.
But he's like, look, yeah, I fought with my dad from time to time, but I love my dad.
Right.
And they're like, well, you're going to have his business now that he's gone.
The motive for a 16-year-old is crazy.
Well, the junior said, I don't care about the stupid business.
I don't want that shit.
I mean, how driven are you as a 16-year-old to kill your dad to have the
you
business?
have to be like evil and methodical. Like you have to, I don't know. That just doesn't sound right to me.
He was just like, no, I don't care about my dad. I care about my dad. I want my dad back.
I don't give a shit about the business.
I don't give a shit about the business. So they went and checked his alibi, and his girlfriend Andrea was like, yeah, he was here all night. So next, check the boxes. Who do you think that you would go to next?
Lynn. No, honestly, they're gonna go to Lynn, but if it were me, I would go to what's her face, the other J. What's her name?
Lynn's girlfriend?
Julie.
Yeah. Julie. You'd go to her next?
Well, I know they're gonna go to Lynn next.
Well, they went to Lynn next.
Yeah.
So they're looking at the ex-wife. But they didn't really feel like she would be involved because she's like, we have an amicable relationship.
Except for he took my son away from me.
Right. We worked together to raise Kevin Jr. And she's like, look, my alibi, I was with my girlfriend Julie watching movies all evening. We were at home.
But then, too, what would her motive be on that?
Well, I don't know.
She ain't getting shit.
Well, she's like, if you want to look at somebody, you need to look at Guido.
Who the fuck is Guido?
So Guido...
Where did we pull him from out of our ass?
Well, they did, by the way, they did check the alibi, and Julie was like, yeah, she was home with me, and we were watching movies. So Guido is a guy who worked with Kevin.
I just like how they keep passing each other down. Like, it ain't me, but go ahead and check him.
You get in that police station, you are blaming every motherfucker.
All under the fucking bus.
So here's what Lynn said. Guido works with Kevin Sr. and he has ties to the mafia. And he wanted Kevin's party rental business.
Oh, he was trying to buy it?
Well,
or snake it?
According to Lynn, Guido was apparently in the process of purchasing the rental business, but he backed out of the deal.
That's weird.
And the guy's, that's his nickname, but everybody really does call him Guido.
That's weird.
But that's his nickname. Okay.
Ties to the mafia, Mr. Guido.
So now you know who the police want to talk to. They want
Guido.
to talk to Guido, whose real name...
Let me hear it. Lorenzo.
...is Donald...
Really?
Lucarelli. He's Italian. Italian. Donna Lucarelli. Okay. So he gets in there and he's like, I didn't do this. I'll take a polygraph. They give him a polygraph. He passes with flying colors.
All right. Now what's up?
We're running out of people here.
We're losing light.
Although, by the way, Don Guido has...
Mr. Donald.
He has no ties with the mafia. That's just,
That's the word around this small little town.
Exactly.
Don't mess with Guido.
Yeah. And they're like, okay, Don, well, you passed the polygraph, but we want to ask you one question before you leave. Who do you think did this?
Why? I don't understand why they keep asking.
Well, he points the finger at Lynn, the ex-wife. And he goes, okay, so Kevin Sr. dies. Kevin Jr. gets the business.
Yes.
He's a minor.
Ooh.
Who's going to run the business?
Oh, yes.
Lynn, right? That's his mom. She has to run the business.
Yes.
Or at least,
I bet what's-her-face doesn't know that. I bet girlfriend don't know that that's how it goes.
No, remember, she was the one that pointed at the 16-year-old.
No, I know, but...
You mean that mom would run
Yes.
it. Well, yeah.
I bet she was
the
3
guardian.
kinds of pissed.
So, another reason Don says... Don Guido is what I want to call him.
Call him Don Guido.
Another thing Don Guido says is the alimony is going to be running out soon.
Really? Oh, yeah, 18, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I thought alimony wasn't for kids.
No, it's not for kids. So whatever agreement they made,
that's for life.
That was coming to an end.
Oh.
Whatever agreement they made with the alimony.
Oh, when they wrote it all up.
When they divorced, that's coming to an end.
I bet it was till he was 18 because she probably thought that she was going to keep custody.
Maybe so.
At that point.
But any way you look at it, she's got some motives now.
Now she does.
She wanted to have her hands all over the money and the business. And,
greedy bitch.
Yeah. So the police go, okay, we're going to look at Lynn a little bit closer now. Lynn gave the impression that even though they were divorced, they were friendly, they were amicable. She was happy with her girlfriend, Julie. But not everybody agreed with the assessment of the relationship with Kevin Sr.
All right.
If you talk to his friends and business associates, they said that Lynn wanted more and more and more money all the time. He was constantly giving her money and she always wanted more and it never stopped.
And she got the fucking house.
And she got the house. And she got her girlfriend.
You got the damn girlfriend in the house.
So Kevin Jr. was like a pawn.
Obviously.
Between Lynn and Kevin Sr.
Pitting each other at each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
Kevin Sr.'s sister called Lynn the bitch from hell.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
That's about how sisters ride, though.
But you know what, though? Think about this. She still has an alibi. We can say all these things.
But does she?
But Lynn has an alibi. Remember, she's at home with Julie watching movies.
Bitch, if the police question you, you're going to fucking tell them that we were fucking watching movies. Okay.
You're foreshadowing.
That's it. What?
You're foreshadowing.
What is that?
That means you're predicting the future.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right. So at this point, they've chased their tails, right? Round and round. The case was about to go cold.
Ice cold.
When someone called the police and told them what they knew.
Ooh.
Don Guido. He called. He goes, look. After Kevin died, I saw something suspicious.
Super sus.
Super sus. So at the business, at the party rental business, they had a safe that they would keep all the cash in until, you go make a deposit at the bank. There's a net.
He's coming for you.
Okay. So the combination to the safe, only Kevin Sr. and Don Guido knew the combination.
And that's because he had a little bit in it? Or no, he was trying to buy it?
I don't know why he knew the combination, but only those two knew the combination.
Were they friends, though?
Like I got the feeling that while watching this documentary that they were friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a little bit more sense.
So Kevin Sr. kept the combo to the safe written down on a little piece of paper in his wallet. Well, when his body was found...
No wallet.
No wallet.
Fuck.
Yes. And Don Guido knew, because Lynn was constantly wanting money.
Yeah. There's
no way Kevin Sr. would give Lynn the combination to the safe. But like I said, a couple weeks after he died, and baby boy is running the business.
Little sweetie boy.
Now, Lynn's up in there and she's in the safe. Yeah.
Elbow deep.
Also, the wallet was eventually found a few miles away from the crime scene.
No slip.
No piece of paper with the combo. Yeah.
There was full intention in that.
Yeah. So I told you that Lynn wanted to run the business.
Right.
She ran the business. She chased Judy out
Oh.
She ran the business into the ground. Yep. It was in shambles within months.
Yep.
In the meantime, while this is all going on, the wallet, the combination, the running of the bit, Lynn lawyered up.
Well, Lynn didn't really even have anything in the business anyway. So she's just funneling the money into her own pocket.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't make two shits if it was successful or not.
Exactly.
She had nothing tied to it.
Like, she was just like,
money.
I don't give a shit. I just want the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so she lawyered up.
Of course she did.
In November, now this happened in August.
Right.
In November, Julie Grain, Lynn's girlfriend, went to the police.
She squawked.
And said she had information.
Yep.
Here's where you're crack-a-lackin', Jordan. What you drinking, Jordan?
Coors Light.
Coors Light. Okay.
Mountains are blue.
Mountains are blue. Okay.
Sorry for my prediction.
That's okay. Here's how it went. Julie Grain went to the police and said, I gave her an alibi, but it was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
What really happened was we were watching movies and Lynn left the house around 11 p.m. and didn't come home till 4 in the morning.
Dirty as fuck.
Then Lynn asked Julie to cover for her. And Julie was like, I couldn't believe that she could be responsible for killing someone, so I believed her when she said she didn't do anything.
Right, that she wasn't actually doing anything.
But now she has doubts about that.
I would too.
So, yeah. Okay, so investigators say we got to talk to Lynn again. But
back,
of course,
circling back.
Yes. Yeah. Even though she had a lawyer, she talked to him.
I bet she did.
But you know what she told him?
Y'all ain't got shit on me.
Nope, she didn't.
What?
She said, actually, Julie was the one that did this. So now we have two lovers pointing their fingers at each other 4 months after Kevin.
But here's my thing, like, why, if Julie did it, why the fuck would she, like, uproot the situation and say, yeah, was.
Well, Lynn went on to say it wasn't just Julie. It was, she did it with Julie. No, herself. So she was admitting.
Oh, so she was saying it was both of them.
It was both of us.
If I'm going down, you're coming down with me.
According to Lynn, she took a baseball bat and hit Kevin over the head, and Julie's the one that stabbed him. That's what Lynn says. And she goes on to tell him that they ransacked his apartment, they stole his wallet. She's giving him all the info, but she's pointing the finger at Julie.
Like she was the mastermind.
Yeah. So, what Lynn doesn't know is...
What a dirty bitch.
While she's telling him this story, Julie's already been over in...
running her mouth.
She's already been over in the other room passing a polygraph test.
But hold on, did Lynn ever have to take one?
Lynn never took a polygraph test.
Okay. Well, I wonder why.
Don't know. She could just say no. You don't have to take one.
Yeah, but do you think they offered it?
My advice is don't take one.
No, I wouldn't. Don't blow either.
No.
I ain't blowing. Fuck you. I ain't blowing. Nope.
Okay. So here's the deal. Julie took the polygraph, already passed. They've got Lynn in interrogation. She's admitting what's going on.
Pinned her down.
She's telling the story. But here is the weird part. She said Julie did the stabbing, right? She keeps saying he stabbed.
Oh.
He did this. He did that. She's not saying she.
Uh-oh.
So the police are like, oh, what the fuck? Well, we know Julie's not involved because she passed the polygraph test. So who is this he? Who do you think it is?
Probably Don Guido's bitch ass.
It's not Don Guido.
Oh, let me think.
There's only one other
The son?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Kevin Jr. was the he she kept referring to. Yeah. Remember, he had an alibi.
Yes.
He was with his girlfriend, Andrea.
Andrea and Julie are one and the same. Hand in hand.
Well, they're not one and the same, but they both did lie for their significant other.
For their booze.
Yeah, for their booze. And Andrea admitted he really didn't stay here all night.
Can you imagine Andrea she's probably 16.
Probably.
Hey, bro, can you lie for me? Like,
Yeah. I don't know, girl.
That's so scary.
But she did. But
Yeah.
now she's like,
Fuck him.
I'm not lying anymore. And he left late to go meet his mom.
Going with his mother.
Yes. So police take Kevin Jr. into custody. And when he found out his mom was already in custody, he just had diarrhea of the mouth at that point.
At 16, yeah.
Yeah.
They tend to do that.
So really what happened was Lynn and Kevin Jr. murdered Kevin Sr. together. And Lynn had been grooming Kevin Jr. For years, telling him things about his dad. She turned him against his dad. Every time Kevin Jr. got into trouble, it was blamed on Kevin Sr. and how he was raising him. So Lynn had planned the whole thing.
Wow.
But Kevin Jr. did take part of it. So the way it went down was Lynn hit Kevin Sr. on the head with the bat.
Right.
And then they asked Kevin Jr. what happened after that. And he said, I just went nuts stabbing my dad.
What the fuck?
Yes. Yep. The baseball bat that Lynn used to hit Kevin Sr. was actually Kevin Jr.'s baseball bat. And the knife that was used in the stabbing wasn't at the scene, but believe it or not, a man found a bloody shirt with a knife wrapped inside of it. I picture these bitches just leaving the crime scene, just pitching shit out the window. Got the combo to the wallet. We're throwing the wallet
bloody as shit, just walking down the road.
Bloody knife, all the shit. So they tested it, and it did have Kevin Sr.'s DNA, and it was these two, without a doubt. So Lynn and Kevin Jr. were charged with murder. Mm-hmm. At the trial, Lynn blamed her son.
See, she's a hussy and a whore and all the things.
She's
that dumbass
all the
bitch.
Things. Yeah. Kevin Jr., even though he was 16, was tried as an adult.
Wow.
Yeah. Both received life in prison without the possibility of parole.
That sucks.
It sucks for Kevin Jr., I think.
No, I don't really give a shit about her.
Well, here's what happened to Kevin Jr. His sentence was eventually reduced, and he was eligible for parole, and he got out in 2020.
Good.
So,
I mean, goodish. I mean, he definitely killed somebody, but you're learning from your mother. Your mom is twisting you,
and this is your
just fucking you up.
Biological mother too. This isn't even.
So why would you even think any? Like, why would you feel like she would do you wrong? She's your mom. She shouldn't be doing you wrong.
She did. That's the story.
Wow.
Of the Boyds. Kevin Sr., Kevin Jr., Lynn.
Lynn's bitch ass.
Bitch ass. So I went to apnews.com, Murder and Wikipedia, but there's a TV show called Diabolical. And I watched season 3, episode 5. It was called Sins of the Mother. That's what I watched to get most of my info.
Should have been called Bitch Ass Lynn.
Punk ass bitch Lynn.
You know what ass Lynn.
Okay. Are you ready for some crazy laws?
For it.
We're on Minnesota. Okay. A wife's hair legally belongs to her husband. That's some bitches that was cutting their hair short and their husbands did not want that.
Mad as fuck. They all ganged up together. She's doing this pixie cut and we're not here for it.
It's illegal to sleep in a bathtub.
A bathtub is a good place to sleep, honestly.
I mean, especially if you're feeling a little drunk and vomity. You know, the cleanup's going to be really easy the next day.
Yep. Wipe it. One wipe and you're ready.
Get you one of those magic erasers and you're
one and done.
Okay, in Blue Earth, Minnesota, law declares that no child under the age of 12 may talk over the telephone unless monitored by a parent. Can you imagine today?
Fuck no. My kids would never be on shit.
Well, first of all, kids don't talk anymore on the phone.
What they do is they FaceTime each other and they take their phone and they just set it and they're like playing video games or doing what. They don't even fucking talk to each other. Half the time you walk in and I'm going off on a tangent. Half the time you walk in and these kids, you can see the fucking ceiling fan is running. Like, who are you talking to? Oh, I'm talking to such and such. are you talking to them? Or are you just, well,
Just
we're
eating up minutes.
We're just existing.
We're what is it? Coexisting
Yes.
peacefully together.
Like, not even talking to each other. It's
Okay.
crazy.
This one's kind of crazy. A person may not cross state lines with a duck on top of their head. Why would you want it?
I never had the urge to put a quacker on my head.
But I mean, ducks shit a lot.
And they're annoying.
And they're
they got
disgusting with their shit.
them little flappy
Yeah.
ass feet. Why would you put that on your head?
I don't know. But if you do, you can't cross state
Nope,
lines.
don't do
Stay
it.
in Minnesota.
Yep.
Okay, all men driving motorcycles must wear shirts. No half-naked.
No nakeds.
No half-naked motorcycle riding.
I approve.
Look, I've had road rash
Jordan
before.
said he approves.
I've had road rash before, and you need to be fully clothed because it fucking sucks. See, I wrecked my motorcycle and slid it across the fucking pavement.
That's why
It's
you wear
terrible.
leather, right?
Yes, and shoes. I mean, wear shoes, wear clothes.
Are you talking about a motorcycle or are you talking about a
no,
dirt bike?
like a real motorcycle.
Oh my God, no. Okay. In Minnesota, it's illegal to tease skunks.
I wouldn't want to do that anyway.
I wouldn't.
You
I
want to
would
be
afraid
shat
of
on?
sprayed.
Don't spray that shit on me.
Hamburgers may not be eaten on Sundays. Yeah.
What?
And I don't picture Minnesota as being a big elephant place. But in Minnesota, you're not allowed to park your elephant on Main Street. Not on Main Street. I guess on a side street.
Yes. On
is
them
okay.
back roads, you can park that elephant.
But
That is
don't
wa-
be parking it on Main
At
Street.
what point in life did that one come up? Like, I can see how some of these are just stupid and they just existed, but like,
elephant?
who has brought an elephant?
Well, why? Not just that, but how many times has this happened that
At least more than once.
that we need to make a law for it?
Somebody was pissed off about the elephant in their parking spot.
I guess so.
How the fuck do you even park an elephant anyway?
You just tie it
Tie its tail to the fire hydrant.
I can't fucking tie. Tie it to the fire or the parking meter. That's what I'm gonna say. Your face says no. You disagree.
Because
with
if
me.
we have an elephant at this point, I'm not thinking there was parking meters.
Yeah, that could be.
I mean,
Then to the fire hydrant.
something like I don't get it.
Well, that was all of
That
the
was
crazy
good.
laws for Minnesota.
Does that move you on to your next letter?
Yes. No, actually, I'm still on the M's. The next one will be Mississippi.
MISSISSIPPI.
PPI. Crooked letter, humpback, humpback. All right. So if y'all enjoyed that story and want to help the show out, please go to Patreon/grits, Patreon/grits. I hope you all have a very, very, very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I hope we see y'all January 13th
Yes.
at the meet and
The
greet.
meet and greet.
At Sugarfield Spirits in Gonzales. Send me a message if you need any additional info.
It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be
I'm
a blast.
super excited.
I'm thinking it's going to be like 2 to 5 or 3 to 6, something like that.
Yeah.
So just mark your calendars.
Yep.
You'll be there, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
I have it in my calendar.
Is Bryce coming?
I don't know
Don't
if he's
know.
on shift.
Okay.
If he's not on shift, yes, of course he's coming.
Awesome. Awesome.
Of course.
Well, thank you for doing this
Oh,
with
yes,
me.
ma'am.
And we don't have a January appointment, so we
Nope,
need to
we
make
need to get
one.
that set up.
Yes, we do. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Tell your mom and them to listen. And we're going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.
Bye.